Hey everybody, this is a reference spread for a bullet journal for people doing NaNoWriMo who wish to reward themselves once they hit certain milestones. I have divided my milestones into increments of 10,000 words. So what I did is I just made a wheel. It looks like a wagon wheel. It's supposed to be a watermill wheel. And I personally really like pink succulent plants. I don't have a garden. Hopefully someday I will. So I'm confined to collecting or maintaining container gardens. And so these are little things that you can get at the grocery store. And I don't stop the clocks once I hit my milestones so I can go out and reward myself. This is more of a reference because often I find that I go way beyond what the milestones that I've wanted to hit, and then I forget, like, what was it that I said I was going to do to reward myself. But I mean, they're all very cheap little things. They're teeny tiny miniature succulent plants, so it goes from small to big. This is supposed to be a Christmas cactus. And then my big reward is a snake plant, which I've always wanted. NASA says that it is a great air purifier. And all in all, if I were to go out and get every single one of these rewards, I think I'd end up spending like 20 bucks. You don't need to spend any money to reward yourself. There are an unlimited number of things that you can do that don't cost money, like a pajama party or sleeping in. Anyhow, the reason I made this was just as a reference so I wouldn't spend a lot of time on the internet trying to look up a thing that I could reward myself with, because A, that might be resistance, and B, that I would lose a lot of time writing. So the way I made this is I used this little fancy tool from Moxie Dory. I love this thing. There's so many things you can do with it. It's like a little compass. There are dots here, so you can make different size circles. And of course, if you're careful, it will come out perfect. But I'll show you how you can do, like, look at all those different size circles. So I did that, and I just picked one of these circles and I eyeballed it here. And then dividing things into 8 I think works well, because it's what's the word, symmetrical. So you do that, you do this, you get the idea, right? And of course, the way this is gonna be off. The way I did that particular wheel is I went out to the furthest, where is it? The furthest dot, and then I went one more in, and of course I'm demonstrating it backwards. So there, and then I labeled it. I really couldn't think of a name for it, so I just called it my laurel wheel. And then I colored it with metallic jelly roll pen, which I don't really like these I don't like pens, I don't like markers, because I make too many mistakes. So this is, actually I do like the packaging of this, because if you're working on it, you can do one of these things. It snaps, and then there you have access to your pens. So this is something I might actually do with a set of colored pencils, because they're more forgiving. And I don't plan on like Xing out every time I hit a reward. This is just a reference for me. I would like to know what you plan on doing to reward yourself. Have you thought about it?